All right, so this is the Bear Facts podcast on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. Uh, Check us out on IG. That's the Bear Canvas Tattoo Studio. All the merch is on there: glass engravings, wood burnings, other art. I'm working on some art pieces now. Uh, Mad NFTs, other services. Uh, Everything's for sale. I ain't got no passport, but I'm never going to. Kanye made Jesus walk. He's never going to hell. The toilet level floor. It's never going on sale. I'm joking. But anyway, uh, uh, it's another Tales from the Afterlife. Like I'm saying, you see a lot of silliness, a lot of goofiness. Uh, I like the afterlife. Having heaven on earth while his wings still fitting. Praying to the Lord with my knees to the floor. Please, Lord, forgive him. That's unreleased J. Listen, I used to be a big mixtape dude. Like I even had put together my own, crew, Club Charles, but when it was Club Greenberry with the Buick. Picture me rolling in my '05 Buick. I got no love for need. Doesn't need to be friends. But anyway, my niggas look mad. Y'all should be happy I'm free. Y'all niggas look like y'all want me to stay in jail. Punk bitches. Like, my man 50 told you, I know you don't love me. You ain't the same my homies around. I know you don't love me. Try to run game on me, you punk bitch. Nobody likes me. That's okay. I don't like y'all no way. No, I'm joking. But on another tale of Tales from the Afterlife, I would be remiss because these thoughts come and go. Like it's funny. Like the reason why this segment was really not even a thought, but I was doing a reactionary video, I guess you would say, that spun off on. It was a reaction. Like I was listening to this song by Leaf Ward, and it always the bar always connected with, like, every time I heard it, just right off the rip. And then sometimes, like, with different artists, it's like that, especially like Little Baby and stuff like that. Jay, different people, 50, like, even if I don't bang you that much, like, it's probably because, like, either I'm broke and I ain't got money to go cop, like I said, like, I fucks with August Alsina, the first two albums. It's not that he fell off, my finances did. So but other than that, like, so sometimes it strikes a chord, like, and it, like I said, like, it strikes my own personal memories as, like, relatable. It is relatable. Like, if you ain't live it, then you don't get it. Picture they painting ain't vivid. So foreign to you. Nah, I ain't grow up starving in an apartment, but, so foreign to you. Like, in some aspects, like, that's Jay. That's Jay. Jay. Anyway, but anyway, so that's what spawned off on these, like, just because I say it like that, because it's so many things, like, I remember from something that sparks my own mind. And it might be a funny story from the past. It might be, like, I was listening to Nas. I don't know if I was, said this. I think, because I went over that story that I could relate to that bar. He said he rides by in, I guess, the Bentley or something in the Rose, and spots where he survived shootouts or something like that. I don't remember the bar line for line. And, like, it was weird because the first time I really paid attention, like, it was a new album. I don't remember if it was on the Nasir John or one of the King's Disease. But when I first heard that bar, I'm riding by the spot. I already talked about the car chase. I'm riding by the spot where the car chase took place, and the boy got out, and I got out, and the cop shot the guy at the ball twice. And I'm riding by now. I don't know if I'm in my Buick or I'm guessing at this point I was probably riding in my Toyota. It was a new Toyota then, but, like, so I'm riding by and I'm seeing it. So, like, stuff like that is, like, I connect to it, sparks my memory, and I might start mental freestyling, like, put my own little bars to the turn the artist up in my headphone, turn the artist up in my headphone. I got some. I'm not trying to critique this shit. I got my own experience. I can relate, and I'm gonna ride the beat, like. But anyway, so that's a joke because so many people say turn the music up, turn the music down, turn nigga up in my headphone. And then I wanted to put together like a joint just like and I innovate rounds while the song is playing. That's the Prodigy joint, like I mean. Anyway, sample. But in the house, just playful competition sample, like whatever. Get your Jolly L beats on, you do what you want with it. But I'm gonna get my Diddy on, then you can just the track masters you can. I like it. Okay, I'm trying to market these tattoos whenever that's up and running. But anyway, so like I'm saying, so that's like where this spawned from, like, but it happens a lot, and that's why I'm saying, like, it's so many things that I went through early on in life, self-imposed, somewhat, like, situational, but it's like, yeah, I mean, you look back, and like I said, some of it's funny, a lot of it's funny, thank God, like, a lot of it's funny, even some of I'm surprised I survived that stuff, it's funny, but, like, I mean, at 42, or even when I was, like, in my 30s, but, like, I mean, some of the stuff is like, damn, that was some crazy stuff. Some of it's like, damn, that was some fucked up shit. That was some motherfucking fucked up shit. Damn, yeah. Some of it's like, damn, like, yo, fucked up, no. But anyway, I am who I am now, so, like, I mean, it's not like, I mean, a lot of times, especially coming home from jail, it's like, that dude's dead. Even going in the jail, but, like, coming home, it's like, that dude's dead, leave him dead. Don't resurrect that nigga, because you're not Indiana Jones. You're not a grave robber. We don't like necromancy. You don't want. I got a great necromancy in Y&R joke. I got a great, not to digress, but I got a great necromancy and soap opera joke. You got and gang war over Jabot Cosmetics. You gotta hit me in the DMs. But anyway, I don't even remember at this point, but like, no, I guess at some point it's like, I mean, like, I'm deep in my afterlife. You get what heaven on earth, as well as wings still fit. I'm like, I'm deep in my afterlife. Middle class. Granted, most people ain't getting to the 1%. Not even that 900 mil or 900,000, like 800,000, 8.5 thousand, like. So I'd be pretty happy in my lower middle class, unemployed, broke, low income situation now, and I just know, like, once I get on my feet, like, I don't know if I ever make it to a milli starting at 42. I don't see how I won't. I just gotta remove some obstacles, like I keep saying, some glass ceilings permanently, and then I feel like we'll be good to, like, keep moving on to the future. I can take care of my family, my daughter, and people that stayed down, meaning no one. So, hooray for me. I'm joking. Anyway, but like I'm saying, like, all right, so, like I'm saying, it's just like different things. It's not always music. Sometimes it's just different things. Sometimes it's TV. Sometimes it's talking to people, like, you reflect and stuff like that. And like I said, it spawned off on this because, like I said, like, it's just weird because it's like I'm a totally different person, but I'm the same person. And like, for the most part, I don't really even think of the past. Like, I don't be wrapped up in the past. I don't be really sitting there thinking about the past. But the past comes up a lot. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, at different times, it's like, whoa, I forgot that happened. As crazy as that situation was, I forgot that happened. And then in other situations, it's like, yeah, I remember it every couple of years, but it's still like a crazy situation, but it's still like a far reach from my present life. But, I think, like, my present life is still fun-filled, depending on how you view life, where you're at in life and stuff like that. Like, I had a situation where somebody said something about revisiting a situation. I'm like, I'm confident that the situation will work out, but like, me being who I am and that person being who they are at this point in life, I don't know if I would bore them to death, especially like 5 years ago, because all I was doing was going to work and coming home. Like, my whole thing is, yeah, you can go do you, but, like, I don't know if I would bore you to death or nothing like that. But I couldn't see that happening, but, like, yeah, I mean, it was just a hypothetical. Somebody asked me that, I guess, when I first came home, but it was just like I said, it was like, it's not like, if we ever revisited that situation, I think it would work out better now, depending on, not depending on anything. It's just like, I feel like both people have grown and things will be different. I know I'm different, and I feel like I was focused then, but I feel like I'm strictly focused now. Like, it was like I was focused, but it was like a lot of like self-imposed delays on progress, and now it's like juggernaut through glass ceilings delays. Like, I gotta step back a couple yards to get the momentum to bust through the glass ceiling. So, but having said that, it's like, yeah, I mean, I don't remember. But I tried to kill some time with the Yamin and look away. I don't even remember. I ain't even gonna take that out. But basically, having said that, like I always say with the precursor, like, you gotta go through things to live through things to get the lived experience, to live through the lived experience and have those experiences that you can then talk about with triumph. And like I've said before, it should sound like praises when people say, I can't even see that being a part of your life or that being who you were. And I'm going to leave it at that. But having said that, we will proceed with Tales from the Afterlife. Now, these are the experiences, disclaimer, that shape who I am today, the experiences that I was in, that, sometimes you don't know how you survived, or sometimes you're glad that you went through them experience. The reason why I was saying all that before is, like, I'm saying certain things like spark your mind, and it's like I've been through so much and I've forgotten so much. So it's like a lot of times it's like I forgot that story, I forgot that, and at this point in life, it's like I don't even care if you tell a story. Like at certain points in my life, it was like, no, don't tell that story, don't. I don't know who's listening. I don't want to be incriminated in anything. I didn't incriminate myself. I'm not copping a plea to nothing. You told on yourself for it. I'm not into that. You go ahead and you indict yourself. I'm good. But now, in my afterlife and 20 years from my previous life, it's like, yeah, I mean, I don't really care. Like, and even now, like, it was certain times throughout this whole weird situation I'm in, the false cancellation or whatever you want to say, the blacklist, whatever you want to say, I would avoid topics and different things, and that's where I developed diplomacy. But now it's like, I really don't care, because I did a lot of diplomacy and I shook hands and kissed babies. I won the election, and it's like, you won't concede. I want my White House. But anyway, whoa, what the hell? I don't know. But anyway, so I'm about to talk about the time I was with a couple homies. It was me, the white boy from up the block that I mentioned a couple times, and there was another homie I went to the Catholic school with, and then I went to elementary school when I got kicked out of the Catholic school with. He ended up transferring that to that same public school. So I can't remember what year. This had to be, I'm guessing this is 6th grade year, because after 6th grade, he stopped coming around like that, the boy I went to the public school with. No, this had to be after freshman year. Like, I don't know. I was with the boy. I was with the white boy from up the block. And I'm just not naming names. I don't want to, I'm not trying to be offensive, but I'm not going to name his name. This, I think, was when we were chilling heavy, but the boy stopped coming around after 6th grade, so I don't know, maybe he was in town or whatever, and we started chilling. But we were hanging out, we were smoking some weed. We were up around the junior high school, so this was probably while we were in junior high school, but the boy didn't go to junior high school with us. So we was sitting outside. Don't ask me why, because I don't remember at this time if we were chilling at the junior high, smoking reefer at net. And I don't ever remember just chilling at the junior high too much, smoking reefer. But anyway, for whatever reason, we were up at the junior high smoking reefer. And I don't know, it was the three of us, I think. It might be one other boy that was from up the block, but he moved years ago. I can't remember. what year, I can't remember. I know, like, I was already chilling with the white boy, so it had to be after ninth grade. But whatever. It had to be after ninth grade, probably before 10th grade. Mm. So it was around that time. And I think he was there, but I'm not sure. But I remember, like, I'm hitting a reefer. And all of a sudden, and like I said, the reason why I went through the whole precursor is because, not to go back, but because, like, sometimes I remember these stories. And like I said, even now, planning for the segment, I remember the stories but if I'm driving, if I'm going somewhere, if I don't feel like pulling out my phone and putting down, like, I'm going to tell this story, I'll forget. It's just what it is. But something else will come up. So anyway, so we were smoking reefer around the junior high. And usually this would be just chilling. And I don't know, I just started tweaking. I was like, not on no like delusional stuff, not on the psychiatric stuff, but I don't know. I thought I was hearing the cops come, and then like ladies with kids like charging toward us. So I don't know. I started darting like, and like, you know what I mean? My heart's beating fast. So I'm thinking like, you know what I mean? But when I take off, like everybody running behind me, and it's like, you know what I mean? So we were in front of the junior high. I don't know. I ran around the jail, which was in the back, detached from the junior high, and there was a field. And I like ran around the field all the way to the other side of the junior high, and everybody followed me, and then I just stopped. I don't know. So then, like, you know what I mean? The conversation started, and it was like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I felt like the weed was laced with Wiggles, and at that point, I ain't never did Wiggles. I ain't never did Wakata. That's a story for another time, maybe. Like, I only did Wiggles twice, but it was just, I'll tell that next. But so anyway, so I run across the field. Everybody runs behind me. I stop. Everybody stops. My heart is beating. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say paranoid, but I was just like, it didn't seem like I was just in a regular weed high. Like, yeah, I mean, it was just on some wild shit. Everybody else was like, no, we normal. Like, yeah, I mean, we good. But like, I'm sitting there like, if you ever seen Smoking, and I'm not delusional, if you ever seen Smoking Friday, that's how I felt. Like, I ain't get to my chest naked and a wife beater, but like, that's how I felt. So like, I don't know. That's just how I felt. It was a couple times like that. Not like that, but wild moments. Like the 2 times I did what 2 different times. Now this is basically, I'm dry at this point. Like, if you heard of dry counties, dry states, I'm basically dry at this point. Like, at that point, I was smoking reefer. Every once in a while, I was drinking. Like, before, like I said, that was around, the first story was around like ninth grade or whatever. At this point, it's like smoking reefer. I don't know if this was at the point. I'm guessing this is past the point where we were smoking like 1 blunt a day and a 4-pack. I'm guessing we back to close to back on our feet, but just because legally, like, no real crime. Me and my homie, my old homie, whatever you want to say. And I don't know if it was the boy cousin that went up there. Yeah, I guess the boy cousin went up North Philly. And like, we ran up north. I had never done this shit before, so even though I was just smoking reefer at the time, I'm like, yeah, I'll try it. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't think I ever done it. I might have done it, but the time, like, if I'd done it, like, it wouldn't have counted. But this time, like, you know what I mean, it was wholeheartedly, I know this is a dust blunt. Like, we had the tea leaves and the blunts and stuff like that. So this had to be around like 06, 07. I wouldn't say anything later, but one time. This is the first time. So we go up north. We come back. We're going like basically East Fairmount Park. I'm gonna leave it at that. We come back West Fairmount Park. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna give locations or nothing like that. We chilling in the park. We roll up. You know what I mean? Like, my homie, he like, yo, go easy. Again, like, I'm not smoky, I'm not delusional, I'm not, you know what I mean? But like, you know, when I was smoking, I used to be like a vacuum lung. Like, niggas, like, some niggas was like, yo, watch Rick with the blunt, yo, inhale your whole shit. And there was an iron vacuum lung. It'd be embarrassed to cough like as a young boy. But I'm joking. Kids out there in TV land, all right, don't get any feeling. But anyway, so you know, we roll up. It tastes good. It smells. This is past life. This is years ago. This is years ago. But anyway, so we roll up, we start burning it and stuff like that. And like, yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. Back at that point, and as a young boy, even whether it was weed or drinking or, you know what I mean, it's like, I don't think this gonna do shit. I don't know if I recounted the paralysis situation with some edibles, but anyway, that was the second Wiggles time that mirrored the edibles. But anyway, this time it was like, I mean, I don't know how deep of the pools I was taking. I know I wanted to see what was up. I'm gonna leave it at that. And I hit the joint. I smoked it like regular reefer, like I would regular reefer. And about like 20 minutes later, I didn't know who I was. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know where I was. I didn't know who my kid's mom was. I didn't know nothing. I know at points I'm tripping. I know my homie took me back around his people way, and we was on the block. And I remember flashes. I remember flashes. I know my homie was like, yeah, I mean, I was talking to this one boy, and he was trying to get me to walk off with him. I don't know, funny stuff, don't be playing. And he was like, if you would have left, you would have probably got murked. And I was like, I don't even remember talking to that boy. So it is what it is. And then the fucked up thing is he told me that the same boy got murked later that night. But the boy was trying to talk me into going up and get more Wiggles. And he said he would probably smoke me out, like kill me. But the boy ended up getting murked later that night. So that was ironic. But like, when we was on the block, probably like an hour after we left Parkside. That's Fairmount Park in Philly. And then like we was sitting on the block. I vaguely remember the boy being there. I couldn't tell you what he looked like. I had met some chicks there, some working girls. They lived on cool blocks. We worked together back then. Cool. But this ain't a block that I ain't been on before. Like, I was chilling with this while. I don't know why I brought that up, but you know, life takes you in weird places. I worked with them, but I wasn't paying them for this. I worked with them, but a couple blocks over. And, you know, turns out that one of them worked in a prison, she told me, and the other one, I picked them up, and that's a story for another time. They were both bad. The one chick said that she thought she was scared. Or she didn't think. She said she was scared that she thought I was going to do something. I don't know. I was like, why would you think that? But then I got to think back. Niggas have told me that throughout my life because I'm so big. But I don't know. Like, I don't see females as a threat to me. Like, I don't know. I see niggas as, like, thug niggas, but I don't be beefing with thug niggas. But anyway, back to the story. So, I don't know. It's just weird because they was both bad. And we was just at work, I'll say. And when I was dropping the last one off, she was like, I guess when I dropped the first one off, I don't know how we started talking because it was dead silent. We started talking, and then I guess she was just like, oh, you, like, before she got out the car, she was like, oh, you're cool as shit. Like, I was really scared when I think we worked, no, we didn't. The other chick was bad. She was from Wilmington or some shit like that. She was bad. It was both dark. I'm surprised I ain't run into the other chick that I dropped off because my homie people lived around there. But anyway, she worked at CFCF. So what are you gonna do? You get into things and you get into things and you get offered things and you get into things. What are you gonna do? But anyway, so like I said, this is a dry period in my life. Dry. So don't get the wrong impressions. Read between the lines. I don't know. So anyway, so when we left the block, like, I was really no more good. Like, we got to the boy crib, I was no more good. I think the boy, I don't know if I told the story, but that was my man's story, my homie's story. Like, I was there. We called it since 11th grade Gym Day. I don't know if I told that story, but I don't know if I would, because like I said, that's more his story. But it was similar in the fact that, like, you know, he had to hold me up and help me walk. And then I know at certain points I'm sitting there scared, like, am I ever gonna be okay? am I ever not gonna be high? But don't ask me when I snapped out of it and came to, but like, I was fucked up. I don't think, like, I compare that to a drunk high, and like after I came back from Florida, I really didn't like getting as drunk as I used to. Like I used to get like blackout drunk and just be all over the place as a young boy, like having fun, like laughing, joking, stumbling over shit, stumbling in the shit, falling in the shit, laughing, like pushing shit over, like being pushed over for making fun of shit, like, and it was like, it's crazy because, like I said, there's so many times like you could get caught. You could go. I tell people that cautionary tale, like it's 100 cautionary tales. Like you could get caught slipping, and you could get like. I was talking to somebody in the field, a client, and it was like he almost got hit by a car when he was blued up, and I had to tell him like, luckily I was on Xans. But it was a couple times like I got hit by cars, I got hit by trolleys. Like you gotta cut that shit out. Like waking up dead that ain't gonna solve nothing. Like that ain't gonna help nothing. Waking up dead, that's pretty permanent. Anyway, but and then the second time I was up the block, it was the Dipper Jones. It was the cigarettes dipped in the fluid and shit. And I don't know. That was a different type of the first time, like I said, it was like smoking, like fuck that Hector. I'm smoked dog. So this time I'm like, all right, okay, we going. I'm gonna see what's up. Yes, this is like a year later. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna see what's up, and I ain't gonna really see what's up. I'm gonna do what you told me the first time. I'm gonna be. All right, I'm done. I don't even think my homie smoked that time, and I did that, and it was like I could not move. That was the paralysis. I couldn't move it. And like I said, I feel like when I was the two times I did the the wiggles, I felt like, like I was just extremely drunk, and I could not, like, when I get out like really drunk, it's like either I'm all over the place falling, laughing and shit. That would have been the first time, or it's like I'm just sitting there like I'm wide awake, but it's like I can't really move, and it's like I'm not sitting there trying to pray not to Earl. I'm just sitting there like, and like, if it's a crowd, I'll look at them, I'll talk, I'll conversate, but for real, besides my elbows on my knees and my feet on the floor, I'll look around and talk, but I can't move. Don't swing on me, I can't move. But I don't be in them situations anymore. Like, I don't be in them situations. Well, it is what it is. Like I said, it was a couple times where I was ended up was in places I shouldn't have been. It was a couple times ended up that I woke up like, and like I'm glad, like, because looking back now, it's like, all right, so like, I like before it was like I don't know how long I was blacked out because I was awake, but I wasn't present. How long I was in that state, but then it's like, all right, so trolleys come like every 10 to 15 minutes. So I couldn't have been there long, but I was sitting there with my legs sprawled out across the track. There's a bench behind me. I wasn't sitting on the shit. If the ball would have hit the horn, bell, whatever the fuck it is, I don't even know if I would have acknowledged it. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I would have got up, moved, sat back down. But, when I came to it, it's like, my legs could have get cut off. Like, I would have been one of them 80s bus public school fucking videos. Like, I don't know. Kids out there in TV land, don't do drugs. Not that you'll be able to see this, because I restrict these from the Tales from the Dark Side. I restrict. These are rated R, even though I don't curse as much. Like, it's still rated R. No. Like, I feel like I said, like, as far as exploitation, I'm like, it's my past. Like, I feel like if you're trying to exploit my past, you're just an evil, vindictive person. Like I said, like, at this point, I'm an open book. I'm transparent. I'm not really tiptoeing around a lot because it's like, it's all in my past. So it's like, and I feel like it can't hurt me. Like, it's nothing that I'm keeping a dirty secret. It's like I said, for a long time, I was just trying not to let people exploit certain stories and certain, but it's like, I don't care. It's not because I'm done all my prerequisite work. It's because I'm done all my prerequisite work and I'm still not working. So it's like, yeah, I mean, I did all that diplomacy and like niggas is like, fuck you the whole time. It's like, all right, well, fuck niggas. Like, but anyway, I'm joking. But like, I'm just saying, like, that's been. There was a chick. She was cool as shit. I took her around. No, I think that was on. No, she was cool as fuck, and I took her to get some walk. I ain't smoking with her, but I took her up the Badlands, not on up the Strawberry Mansion side. But she was cool as shit. That was years later though. I don't know. She was cool as shit. Like, I don't know. She's cool as shit. I met some good people. I met some good fucking people. I got jokes on deck. I got some jokes on deck. I'm just saying, like, I got some jokes on deck. I don't know if this is the proper segment to promote my jokes on deck, but like, you know, you see, I act the ass, so I got some jokes on deck. Like, comment, subscribe. Even during this podcast, I've thought of 100 different stories from the past, and I don't remember a single one at this point. But like, comment, subscribe. We'll be back. I'll have more. It is what it is.